tree, white and pink and lazy as can be. But I'd be king just in the spring, so now I think it over. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me. If you sit around and find the world is gloomy, and it isn't just your cup of tea, it's easy to imagine that it's rose and gloomy. You can think the things you want to be. So when all is said and done, imagining's a lot of fun. But when there are battles to be won, be what you are, it's best by far, and soon you'll be in clover. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me.
Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Steven, the Dancing Baker Canada. If you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. Now, if you've been following along my videos, you'll remember that the last two recipes I've done have been along the healthier lines. But today, because it's Valentine's coming up, I thought we could make a really simple chocolate. Now, I chose this recipe for a couple reasons. One, this recipe is so easy to change up the ingredients. You can change up some of the fillings or maybe even the chocolate. And two, this is the perfect recipe to do as an activity with a small child. Say you have a son or daughter or a niece and nephew that likes helping in the kitchen. This is definitely something they can help with. So, why don't we get started? Okay, so this is a totally optional step, but I took 1 cup of slivered almonds and I put them on this baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm going to spread them out and I'm going to toast them in the oven at 325 for about 12 minutes. So basically, they look like this, and now they look like this. I know, kind of the same, but the flavor is totally worth it. Now, let's go over to the stove. Okay, so here we are at my stove. Now, if you have a double boiler, great. If you don't, make do with what you have. Now, I took a cup of water and I just have it at a light simmer, and I'm going to take this heat-proof container, just put it on top. You want it to fully cover. Now, in here, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1 cup of salted caramel chips. Delicious. Now, this is not a part where I would have a child help me, but all you're gonna do, simply pour it in, and you keep stirring until it gets a good melt on. And then once it starts to get a good melt on, remove it from the heat. You know, I was just thinking, remember that very first serious relationship you might have had in your very first Valentines together? And you might have gotten chocolate or maybe flowers or maybe both, and for the whole rest of the week, you're kind of walking around like,
Stupid Cupid, you're a real mean guy. I like to clip your wings so you can fly. I'm loving it for Crunchies, and I know that you're the one who plays. Hey, hey, set me free. Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me. Hey, hey, set me free. You stupid Cupid, stop picking on me.
okay, so here we are, back at the counter. Check that out. That's beautiful. Now, here's the part where I think a child could help. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 cup of my slivered almonds that I've toasted, dump them in, and then a cup of, get this, chow mein noodles. Who knew? Dump those in, and we just mix this around thoroughly. You know, I was thinking about the time I had to pick up my niece Olivia from school one day, and she's a little bit younger, and so I had prepared a lasagna, and we got together in the kitchen and we made Caesar salad and garlic toast, and I'm telling you, we had a riot. She just loved it. Here, check out the picture of the two of us after. Fun, huh? Here. That's all there is to it. Now, I'm going to take my baking sheet again. Boom, there it is. Parchment paper. Now, I simply do this. I take it by the teaspoonful, a little bit more than a teaspoon, and I just put them down like that onto the paper. Now, some people refer to these as bird's nests. Now, it was always my understanding that bird's nests were coconut, but it doesn't really matter. These are so good, you can call them exactly whatever you like. Okay, last few. Now, I had got this recipe from my friend Phyllis. It was at a little Christmas gathering. I was there with a few friends from my COVID type bubble, and she brought these, and I had said to her, these are so delicious, what are they? And then I had one, which led to two, which led to about 7 or 8. So I'm telling you, these do not disappoint. Here, check it out. Simple, right? Now, all you have to do is put these in the fridge for about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and they're done. So I'll see you when they're all chilled and ready to go. And just like that, we're back. And here, check these out. Don't they look fabulous? And check out this plate. Greg got me that plate at the consignment store in Lunenburg. But I'm telling you, simple, quick, easy, and versatile. Again, much like many of my dates from the 90s. But seriously, this original recipe called for butterscotch chips, milk chocolate chips, and peanuts. So this is the kind of thing that you could change up and turn into anything you like. I think I'm gonna call these chocolate almond crunchies. So let's give one a try. You totally need to make these. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my channel. Now, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you give me a big thumbs up and hit that like button below, and maybe even share with your friends. Now, if you want to see more videos of baking, singing, dancing, Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, maybe even a little bit of comedy thrown in, hit that subscribe button now. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Dancing Baker Canada. So, I'm just going to leave you here with this. Whack! Boom! Ha! See you next time!
But I'd be king just in